my life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Choose to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my hands down. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my hands down. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my hands down. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the hands down. Too late, he already lived.
It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. That presidents drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money. Quiet storm. Have a thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tip. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. Check the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, and protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, and protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger.
Money over on my hands down. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my hands down. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my hands down. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the hands down. Too late, he already lived. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 9 to 6. You a shook one, Reeves and know the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Tuesday.
Now Ryan on second down. He sets to fire deep. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. First carry for James Conner. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Snickers, you got to spin.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. James has got it, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his point.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now running right through it. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they can't bring him down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
This will be caught by Brown. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, where a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he finds McDonald. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
All right, here we go. Focus, focus. King. Iggy, let's go.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. James has it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Roethlisberger now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger, providing some room at midfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. 23 yards on the play. Charles, you think Big Ben is happy to have Antonio Brown on the other side of his passes?
You know he is, but he also expects it. This is how their offense runs best. When those two get together, especially early, and continue to do it throughout the game, the end result is the one we're seeing right now. They're ahead on the board.
It has been early and often. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Ben to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Being chased out left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Here we go. Monday.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brooks Reed in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Here's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Oh, this is blocked. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. On second down, here's Ryan. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Third and 2, now Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they?
And his first carry, he loses the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he loses the football a second time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Tuesday.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Able to put nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. His throw incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Third and long. It's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 66 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Ryan. Can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give him a gain of 38.
Antonio Brown, AB, with just one hand, to complete that catch. Is there anything he can't do?
He has just continued to impress year after year, hasn't he?
He has never forgotten that he wasn't considered an elite receiver coming out of college. I think every snap he takes it upon himself to prove that he should have been. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us a ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Ready?
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. On the left side, it's McDonald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Dumps it underneath to Tolbert. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock it.
That will be caught by James, the big tight end, as a Steeler touchdown. Jesse James, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Freeman a 1st down and more. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Bryant's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? No legal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Throw left side, complete. It's McDonald, and it's a fumble, and the Falcons grab it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. On second down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll get it up the middle. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They come out here in the eye. He's going to get it running right. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Throwing now is Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Flushed out right. finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Snickers.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Atlanta, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.